I mean, murderers.
Oh, the Briley brothers. Where do I begin? Okay, so who are they? If you guys didn't know about this case, these brothers, back in 1979, in the town of Richmond, Virginia, where they stayed at, they went on a 7-month killing spree, committing murders, rapes, and burglaries all over their town. Linwood Briley. First murder he's ever committed was at 16 years old when he shot and killed his 57-year-old neighbor, Orlin Christian, on January 28th of 1971. Y'all, she was just doing her laundry, you know, just hanging up her clothes, minding her own business, and then she just gets shot and killed out of nowhere. They trace all of this back to the Briley house and found Linwood Briley guilty of committing this murder and sentenced him to 1 year in reform school.
No, these motherfuckers was murderers.
James Briley, he was pretty much following in his brother's footsteps. At 16 years old, he shot a police officer, and you know they wasn't playing that, so they sentenced him to they sentenced him to juvie. They didn't say how long he was in juvie for, but yeah, they sentenced him to juvie.
I mean, one dude kidnapped, murdered 4 times, and I thought 3 times that was your ass, right? No.
But now going forward to 1979, when they committed all these murders, they committed like so many different murders, but these are the few murders that stood out to me.
And we have a media that puts out hate propaganda against white people and tries to incite hatred in black people across America against white people and against police officers.
March 12th of 1979, the Briley brothers, Linwood and Anthony Briley, they knock on the door of some unsuspecting couple's house, complaining of car troubles. They ask to use their phone and, you know, all that stuff. When they do that, they force entry into their house and holds them at gunpoint and robs them. They then proceed to throw kerosene all around their house and light a matchstick to set their house on fire. Luckily, the couple got away in time, and these were the only known sole survivors of the Briley killings.
Terrorist. Why? Because white folks, when we act in negative ways, whether it's crime, street crime, whether it's terrorism, whether it's drug use, whatever it is, our sins, our foibles, if you will, don't get racialized.
The Briley brothers ambushed him, attacked him, and threw him in the back of their car, drove him all the way to Mayo Island, and proceeded to shoot him at point-blank range. Execution style, y'all.
Thank God we got penitentiaries.
They immediately run towards his house. Now they force their way into this house. Harvey Wilkerson has a wife, Judy Wilkerson, and a son, Harvey Jr. So when they forced their way in the house, both Harvey and his wife Judy were bound and gagged with duct tape. Now at this time, Linwood, the older brother, decides to take Wilkerson's wife and proceeds to rape her in the kitchen where everybody can hear it. The friend, Duncan Meekins, also decides to sexually assault her. They then proceed to rob and shoot both Judy and Harvey, and then they kill the 5-year-old son. The Briley brothers robbed, raped, and killed a 73-year-old babysitter. Now, they killed a 17-year-old for casing their car. They thought that he was going to steal their car, so yeah, they did away with him. They robbed and killed a 62-year-old nurse, and they bludgeoned, stabbed, and robbed 2 elderlies, 59-year-old Charles Gardner and 79-year-old Blanche Page.
Beautiful black man in the joint, goddamn warriors should be out there helping the masses. And I felt that way. I was real naive, right? In 6 weeks I was up there, I talked to the brothers, you know, and I talked to them.
In 1973 through 1974, the city of San Francisco was under attack. There was a crime wave that involved a whole bunch of shootings that just paralyzed the city with fear. The only thing that the police knew for sure was that the victims were white and the shooters were black.
I busted through. I said, why did you kill everybody in the house? He gets it. They was home.
The first of the 15 plus victims was an unsuspecting couple that was just out for an evening walk. They were snatched off the streets and pushed into a van. The woman was raped and nearly decapitated. All of them involves a shooting, someone getting bludgeoned, someone getting decapitated. So all the murders are the same.
I thought black people killed people by accident.
This case was known as the Zebra murders, but many believe that there were way more murders than that. Everyone is still currently serving their life sentence except for JCX Simon, who unfortunately passed away at the San Quentin prison in 2015 at 69 years old. Goudeau was first referred to as the baseline rapist when the Phoenix police first announced that there was a light-skinned black man that was sexually assaulting females as young as the age of 12 at gunpoint near Baseline Road. Goudeau would later be dubbed the Baseline Killer in the spring of 2006 after the investigators began to link a series of rapes and murders and armed robberies to the rapist. Goudeau is believed to have committed at least 9 counts of first-degree murder, in addition to 15 sexual assaults on women, 11 counts of kidnapping, and a number amounts of armed robbery.
Do you hear me? Real live murderers.
At the time of all of his murders, he was an enlisted Navy man on light duty stationed on Treasure Island. Now, the killings began in 1985 and ended 4 months later when the body of Beverly Bryant, aged 24, was found brutally beaten and raped in the courtyard of Howard Elementary School in Oakland, California. There were 4 other bodies that were found in similar circumstances, including the body of a 13-year-old little girl.
You ever walk around America, you be seeing straight white men and shit? That's just crazy, man. Motherfuckers be everywhere. Cause in America, you see straight white men, you get all nervous and shit, like about to shit your pants. Motherfuckers be on the corner looking you dead in the eye like, make America great again. Like, damn, straight white man.